Next is the in the model we are going for the new topic, that is the composting. In the composting, so first we have to know what is the composting. Composting, it is the mixture of the decayed or decaying organic matter which is used for the fertilize of the soil. See, the composite is usually made up of the gathering the plant materials such as leaves, grass, and cow dung, and all the waste organic whatever the waste which is obtained from the agricultural waste, that can be used for as the composting. In the composting, that can be broadly divided in by the two categories. One is the aerobic and another is the anaerobic. Aerobic, which needs the oxygen, and on anaerobic, which require the oxygen to a small content, or it can be neglected. So that is the anaerobic composite. So in the anaerobic, there may be chance of little needed, or there may be no chance of requirement of any oxygen. Both aerobic and anaerobic cases, the bacteria which break down organic matter. And another thing is the breakdown of organic matter is due to the earthworms. The compositing worms, such as there is a red worms which speed up the process of the composting. So let me go for the one by one. Aerobic composting, it is the decomposition of organic matter by using the microorganisms uh, that is in the to require the oxygen. That the microbes are responsible for the composting are naturally occurring in the living with the moisture with the surrounding organic matter. As aerobic digestion takes place, the byproduct are heat, water, and carbon dioxide. That is about the aerobic compositing. And if you go for the anaerobic, so anaerobic condition is the whatever the required materials, the end of the result of the aerobic compositing, it is the carbon dioxide, water vapor, and the brown and black organic material. And this material is called as composting anaerobic composite. This may be the whatever the volume which is being used in this, it is the half of the organic material. In this organic composting, the anaerobic microorganism which has been dominant, and this can produce the intermediate compounds like methane, organic acids, and hydrogen sulfide, and other substance. And these substances have the strong odor, and some more are the phytotoxic. It is a whatever the process which anaerobic process which takes place, that which takes place at the lower temperature, but there is a smaller requirement of the oxygen, or there may be no need of any oxygen for in the case of the organic anaerobic composting. So let me go for one by one. For the composting, for the aerobic composite, if you take the individual composite one by one, so what are the conditions, what are the requirement of the each cases, we'll go one by one. So for the compositing, for the aerobic composite, so it is the anaerobic composite is the process in which the under the stable environmental condition, the aerobic organization which with the thermo with a constant temperature, the bacteria which utilize the considerable amount of the oxygen in the decomposing the organic matter to the form the stable humus. So the humus that may be which is in a bad in the odor, and it is a fine manure for the soil. The all the aerobic compositing process are the very stellar in that. In this, the processing or the it takes place which at the lower temperature, and it is risky. So in this, the whatever the general objective of the composite, it is to transfer the biodegradable organic matter into the biological stable materials like carbon dioxide, sulfur, nitrogen dioxide, and water. So, and to destroy the pathogens in the whatever which has been presented in the soils. And the aerobic compositing process are similar in that they all incorporate in the three basic steps, that is pre-processing of the soil. Another is the aerobic decomposition of an organic fractions of the municipal solid waste, and third one is the product preparation for the marketing. So this can be done in the case of the aerobic compositing. The important designing considering for the aerobic compositing, which takes place with the few points that are: first one is the particle size. So the whatever the particle size it is irregular in the shape can be reduced by the shredding the waste, and the whatever the reduced particle sizes increases the biochemical reaction due to the increase in the surface area. As the surface area increases, it reduces the particle size. So most desirable size is the is between 1 to 3 inches. Next is the carbon to nitrogen ratio. It is the most important parameter, since the living organisms utilize the 30 parts of the carbon to each parts of the nitrogen. And initial C to C by N ratio of 30 would be most favorable for the rapid compositing. The range may be 26 to 31 is normal. The increase in the carbon adds the straws and the sawdust and the paper. So you can increase the carbon content by adding the straws and sawdust and paper. The increase you want to increases the nitrogen content means you can add blood, sludge, and slaughters, and the house waste, whatever which produces in the house, that you can use it. So next is the for the blending. Second point is the uh, second point is the blending and the seeding. So in the blending and the seeding, a proper blending of the carbonaceous and the nitrogenous materials, or the proper C by N ratio is necessary. In the similarly, the materials, if they are in the too wet or too dry for the compositing, can be blended in the proper proportion to the achieve the optimum moisture content. So seeding and involves the addition of the volume of the microbial culture sufficiently large to the effect of the decomposition of the receiving materials of the at the faster rate. So next is the moisture content. So in this next point is the moisture content.